On the inside toe of each foot, it carries a claw. Straight, hard, up to 5 inches long. Shaped like a dagger, and used like one. It stands taller than you, it can run through solid forest at 30 miles an hour, and you will almost never see it before it decides whether you live or leave. People call it the world's most dangerous bird. The unsettling part isn't that it wants to hurt you. It's how little it takes to make it. Start with what you don't see. Cassowaries live in the deep tropical forest of New Guinea, the Moluccas, and the far north of Queensland. And they're shy. Genuinely, deeply wary of us. They're so good at slipping away that most people who share a forest with one never know it was there. That's the first thing to understand. This isn't a monster looking for a fight. It's a bird that disappears. Which means when you do meet one, something has already gone wrong. You've cornered it, or surprised it, or come between it and its food. And now the shyest thing in the forest is standing in front of you with nowhere to go. Now picture the animal itself. A grown southern cassowary stands roughly 5 to 6 feet tall. Some females push past 2 meters. They can weigh anywhere from 37 pounds up to 168. This is the 4th tallest bird alive, and the 3rd heaviest. Only the ostriches and the emu outsize it. In New Guinea, it's one of the largest land animals on the whole island. And it wears the look. That glossy black plumage, the vivid skin on the neck, and the bony helmet on the skull, the casque, that keeps growing all its life. It doesn't look like prey. It looks like something that outlived the age it belonged to. Here's what the body is actually for. That wedge shape, the stiff quill-like wings, all of it is built to punch through the forest. Vines, thorns, saw-edged leaves, it just runs through them. And it runs fast. Up to 50 kilometers an hour, 30 miles an hour, through terrain you'd have to crawl across. It can jump nearly 5 feet straight up. It swims wide rivers and even the sea. So forget outrunning it. Forget climbing away from it. Forget losing it in the water. Whatever escape you're imagining, this bird has already closed that door. And it's faster than the thought. Then there are the feet. 3 toes, each tipped with a claw. But the inner one is different. On that toe sits a single spike of keratin, straight and stiff, up to 125 millimeters. 5 inches. It doesn't stab like a knife in a hand. The cassowary drives it with the full power of a leg built for running. It kicks. And when it's threatened, that's exactly what it does, forward and down, with all its weight behind it. That claw is the reason this bird can seriously injure a dog, or a person, or something much larger than itself. It doesn't need to be angry. It just needs to feel trapped. So is it the world's most dangerous bird? That's the label it carries. And it earned the fear honestly, because it absolutely can inflict serious, even fatal, injuries. But here's the part most people skip. By the actual numbers, it doesn't top the list. The common ostrich kills more people, 2 to 3 a year in South Africa alone. The cassowary, statistically, pales next to that. Which tells you something colder than any body count. This animal's danger isn't in how often it kills. It's in how completely it can, in a single moment, if you push it. The threat is real. The frequency is low. And the difference between the two is entirely up to how close you decide to get. And just when you think you understand it, the bird gets stranger. That bony casque on its head, no one's fully sure what it's for. Maybe a signal to mates. Maybe for shoving through brush, or clashes over dominance. One biologist thinks it amplifies deep sound, because these birds make calls so low you feel them more than hear them, a booming that carries through the trees. Then, in 2026, scientists found something no one expected. Under ultraviolet light, the casques glow. Different species light up in the same colors but in different patterns, greens and yellows and browns, except the jet black dwarf cassowary, which stays completely dark. We share forests with this animal, and we're still finding out what it is. That's what stays with you about the cassowary. Not that it's a killer, because mostly, it isn't. It's a bird that wants nothing to do with you. It runs from you, hides from you, vanishes before you know it exists. The danger only appears when we corner it, when we crowd its forest, when we forget that shy and harmless aren't the same word. It carries a 5-inch dagger it would rather never use. And whether it stays a ghost in the trees, or becomes the last thing you underestimate, that part has never really been up to the bird. If this one got under your skin, subscribe. There are far stranger, far quieter killers hiding in the world's forests, and we're working through every one.